Today, we're headed to the Magic Kingdom. We're gonna be talking about a life full of learning. To be able to jump into a big project, you have to be ready to be a lifelong learner. This is something that every day I sit down, usually with coffee, because that's the best way to sit down and relax. And I try and learn something new about whatever I'm trying to accomplish. Whether that's through YouTube videos, grabbing a book, or just doing a little bit of kind of self-reflection, journaling, and then being able to follow up on that. Any which way you want to do it, you gotta be ready to be able to spend some time learning about whatever your craft might be. I mentioned yesterday that I had recently seen a YouTube video that would hopefully speed up my editing process, and I am so happy to say it probably shaved a good 30 to 40 minutes off of my process and made me that much more efficient. That means I have more time to think creatively, more time to shoot, or spend more time with my friends and family. It's all about being able to maximize your time while improving your skills. Here at Walt Disney World, no one did that better than Walt himself. Try something, learn something new, find the people that can do it better, and then apply it to what he was doing. So why is it so important to keep learning every single day? Well, I'll give you a story. I go to all sorts of photography conventions. I really enjoy following along with people who are pursuing photography. And there are two types of people. I find that there are the ones that are pursuing something and always switching things up and trying to find their style and trying to find their groove and trying new things. And then there are the ones that take that one type of picture and it never really changes. It might be an okay picture, but it doesn't evolve and it doesn't become something unique. I mean, don't get me wrong. This could be a picture that, according to all the rules and all the regulations, all the things that people strive to have in a photo, is a good image. But does that separate you from anybody else who's also making a good image? Not really. So being a lifelong learner is going to be something where you pursue something new every single day. You try and learn something different about your craft every single day. The way I do it is I take the time, 10 to 15 minutes a day, to either read a book, watch a YouTube video, or try and find a blog or article that interests me along the lines of my topic. If I'm loving photography, that's what I go for. So, the reason I bring up a couple different forms of media, you're not always going to be able to watch a YouTube video, you're not always going to want to read a book, and you might not find a blog that really fits your style. So I have a couple of them set up for you in the background, and you can pick and choose each day. I do it over a cup of coffee with my laptop right there, just in case I want to try it out and see if it would work for me. This allows me to continue to evolve, continue to try something different with my photos. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. Either way, I come out knowing that I either love or hate that aspect of the editing process, that aspect of photography, whatever it might be. I find that this is so important when it comes to finding yourself. When it comes to videos, when it comes to photos, when it comes to anything you really put your mind to, you want to have your own spin on it, because that's going to be what makes you unique. So do yourself a favor, take a little time tomorrow morning over coffee, tea, OJ, milk. Maybe you'll wake up in the afternoon, who knows. And do a little bit of research on what you want to do. I hope you're having fun hanging around. I'm headed to Tomorrowland to go on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. Let's go. So I had found refuge under the Buzz Lightyear meet and greet spot, which is one, super cool, two, very convenient. It has started pouring rain, so everybody just booked it and I wasn't gonna fit underneath the areas with all those other people. So, this got me thinking. What kind of talk would this be about learning new things every day if I didn't get to teach you guys something? So one thing I'm very proud about is I love Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, and not to brag, but I'm pretty good at getting Galactic Hero just about every time. So I'm gonna take you guys on a ride along with me and show you a couple of the little tips and tricks to be able to get that 999,999 score on your next trip to Walt Disney World. Come along with me. All right, so I've been hanging out. It's raining. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin has been closed for maybe 30 minutes, and it doesn't seem like it's budging one way or the other. So I thought of another thing I could do for you. When it comes to learning every day, I have something that I do that allows me to have perspective. I'm gonna bring you back to my place, into our new office that we are building, and show you a practice that I think is important when it comes to reflecting back on previous work, and then forcing you to strive for more. I'm saving this for another day, but I think it's time to share. Follow me home! Whoa. Man, well, that's the quickest ride home I've ever had. So, we're in the new office that Emmy and I are building. All we got is pretty much walls, which we built that wall, and we built that doorway. We got some lights, so you can kind of see what we're doing, but the rest is kind of bare. Now, this is something that I heard Scott Kelby, who is the whole head of Kelby One and organizes Photoshop World and all that kind of stuff. He was talking about perspective of your own work and printing. And what he suggested was once a month, print out a photo, hang it. Keep it above your desk, somewhere you're going to look every single day. Every month, replace it with your last best photo from that previous month. So, this is June. I have a print, my favorite print from May. Next month, July, I'm going to pick my favorite print from June. And you keep buying them and you hang them up and you have them over your desk to remind you to strive for more. You take the ones down that you're done with and you put them away in a drawer. And then once a year, once every other year, you get a really big bottle of wine and you go through all your old photos. You need that wine because when you get to your oldest photo, you're going to be so ashamed that you will need a little bit of a buzz to keep it going. So, that's something that I've started. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get my frame that just came in, and I'm going to go get the print, and we're going to hang it. That's that. This is my constant reminder of always wanting to push forward, learn more, and do better next month. And then I get to look forward to that giant bottle of wine in about 2 years. Thank you guys for hanging out, watching, and rolling with the punches of the rain. I will see you tomorrow.